Alright everybody, Blair Bremner here with VStream TV, and today I want to be doing a video on watching movies on your VStream. Now we've got a lot of ways to watch movies with the different add-ons, and first, once you log into Kodi, you simply go to the Movies tab, as you see on the screen, and then underneath you've got the different add-ons that you can go to watch movies. Now this whole first section from Search, Exodus, Movies, Genres, Year, Featured, People Watching, and Latest Movies are all part of Exodus. And then from then on we've got different add-ons that I'm going to go over. But the first I'm going to talk about Exodus, because this is probably one of the best add-ons for sure for watching movies. Now of course you can click on search and search for whatever movie you're looking for. You can also click on Exodus Movies, and that's going to basically bring up everything after some of the add-ons that I just mentioned there: genre, year, people, certificates, featured, most voted, box office, latest movies, and so on. Now one of the things, so again, there's many ways to search. So let's just, for example, click on people watching, and of course it's going to bring up a list of movies. Now let me just mention that just because you see a movie listed does not mean it's going to play necessarily, especially if it's a brand new movie. And other movies you might stumble across might not stream either, and so you can check on the other add-ons that we have. But most everything should stream, but again, not everything is going to stream just because it's listed. So when you want to watch a movie, you just highlight it here in Exodus and just click on the OK button. And with Exodus, it's going to bring up a list of streams. This is like a search engine, searching for all of the different places that are streaming this movie. And so from 1 on down. So just click on number 1 with the OK button, and that's going to open that stream. And if it doesn't, it'll go on to number 2 and so on. Alright, so there we go. Now while you're watching a movie, you can hit the OK button, and that's going to bring up your menu, your movie menu. You can pause and stop the movie. I recommend to stop watching the movie if you're going to go to something else. Alright, you can also adjust your volume here, as well as on the on your remote itself, and there's an amplification button there as well. Now we do also have an audio offset button. Sometimes, it does happen rarely, the audio and the video are not quite synced up and they don't match, like the words coming out of people's mouths. So you can adjust that very easily here with the audio offset button. Just click OK. And you can actually do this while the movie's playing, and you can go ahead or delay just enough to correct that. And what I found is, if I ever do have to use that, I usually have to go ahead about a half a second. And again, you can watch the movie while you're doing that to set that. All right, so that's something that you definitely want to be aware of. Let's see. In addition, you can enable subtitles on this menu as well, and that's going to be done through this last button here. You just click OK, and Subscene is going to search for available subtitles, and it's going to give you a rating. Alright, so I don't see too many good subtitles for, well, here we go. Alright, Star Wars. So you definitely want to pick something with a high rating, and then that is going to just click on that, and that'll load the subtitles for that movie. So yeah, there's a lot of subtitles available, but just scroll down until you get one with a good rating right here, and you can easily get your subtitles going there as well. So those are really the only main things that you need to know with as far as watching a movie. Now to make that menu go away, just hit the return button, and then you can go back to watching your movie. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and stop that as well. Now, before you even get into the movie, I'm going to go back a screen. Remember, return on your remote always takes you back a screen. You can highlight any movie or show you want to watch and hit the menu button on your remote. and that'll bring up a menu. You can watch the trailer, you can get more information, it'll give you a user rating and a little synopsis as well, and then again just hit the return button to go back as well. Another feature is autoplay. You can actually click on autoplay if that's available in any of the other add-ons that you're using, and that will automatically play typically the best source for that movie or TV show that you want to watch. All right, so there we go. So that's how you can search for movies in Exodus. Now there's a couple other features in Exodus. I'm going to go back. This arrow will take you back a screen in the Exodus. And what I want to do is show you, go to Tools for a minute, because there's a few things that you can add to Exodus that aren't available in the other add-ons. First is you can clear cache in here. This will clear the cache, and that's good to do if you're watching a lot of movies in Exodus, to do that from time to time. The other is, and actually you can also enable another subtitle menu here as well. If it's, you can try these subtitles. Just click on subtitles and then click enable subtitles, and you can even select a language and a second language if it's available. You can use your own subtitles as well, like I just went over. All right. The other really cool feature here is in accounts. Now in accounts you can set up your tracked account. Now this is a little different than Genesis. This is what's going to keep track of all of your favorites. All right, so what you want to do first is go on your computer, go to tracked.tv, TRAKT.tv, set up your account. Once your account is set up with the username and password, open a new window on your computer, and then as you see here under Tracked it says authorization. So we're going to click that, and that's going to give you a website to go to sync your Tracked account with Exodus. So you simply visit that website on your computer and then enter the code that you see on the screen, and that is going to sync your Tracked account for saving your favorites. And there's a lot of features there. I've got a whole video on Tracked as well for more information, but it's a great way to set up favorites, many ways, and you can actually do that from your cell phone, from your computer, and you can even do it from inside your VStream here, and it'll always keep track of all of your favorites on any of the add-ons that are using Tracked. Now the other thing that I personally use is Real Debrid. And again, I've got a whole section on Real Debrid, but basically this is going to allow you to get your own, you're going to be paying for additional servers that are streaming the movie. And one thing with Real Debrid, not only are you going to typically get a much better stream, you're going to also get movies that aren't available, that don't stream on the other add-ons. They're hosting these movies on their own servers, and you're basically paying for that server. It's very cheap, and you're going to go through the same process. Go to real-debrid.com, and I've got a whole section on that, and I'll have a link under this video as well. Set up your account. Once that's set up, open a new window, and then do the same thing that you just did before with Tracked, and that will sync up Real Debrid with Exodus. And guys, I gotta tell you, it works fantastic. You're gonna love it, but very cheap. I think it's less than a dollar or two a month at the most, but it's all on their website. So that's where you're going to sync those up in the accounts and the tools section. All right, so let's go back to the movie section. So again, you can get to the other parts of Exodus right here by genre, year, featured, people watching, and then latest movies. Now the other links are other add-ons that are also streaming movies. Now one of the add-ons that I typically use the most, I'm finding, is One Channel. If you don't find something streaming on Exodus, you can typically find it in One Channel. This has got some great streams as well, and lots of ways to search. I typically go to date added. These are the most recent movies that One Channel has added to their system, and we'll go ahead and click on that. All right. So this is the latest movies that they've added, and of course, again, you can search all the other ways as well. But again, the same thing here is if you hit the menu button, you can get show information. As you can see there, a little rating as well, and you can even play the trailer. Let's click on that movie. And again, this is going to give you different streams that are available for the movie, and you can typically just click on the top one. If that doesn't work, click on the next one. All right, that one failed. So we'll go back into that, click the second one, and there we go. All right. Perfect. All right, now, so that is one channel. Now, many of the other channels in here are one click and play. So Movie Vault is another, this is a new add-on we just added. Again, you got popular, recent, you can search for movies as well. Let's click on recent. And you're going to get a sort of a different selection of movies. So that's one thing I like about the other add-ons. It sort of gives you ideas, maybe something you never thought of to watch. And again, you can go through page after page of the Movie Vault. This is a new Blu-ray channel we added. This is also a new channel, Wi-Fi release. Actually, I believe this is a one-click and play channel as well. Let me just see. So yeah, you're going to have the different selections. You can click the menu button. Now this is not going to give you the information like the other add-ons do, but you can click on the movie that you want to watch, and you are going to have to choose as well. So you just simply pick one of these streams here until you find one that is going to stream. Usually the top one works well. We're going to hit the return, go out of that. Let's look at some of the other add-ons. This is Phoenix, new releases. This is going to give you, again, another list of movies. Velocity, one channel. There's UK Turks movies. This is a really good selection. You're not only going to get access to new movies, 3D movies, but they've got movies pre-50s, 70s, 80s, 90s, the 1000s, 2000s, 2010 to 15, even box sets, Star Trek, James Bond, Westerns, Elvis Presley. So lots of different categories to choose from in UK Turks. Cloud movie. This is a new add-on I added recently. Latest 720 1080p, genre and year, and you can also search as well. AFTA and 123 movies, Gen movies. Now those are all one click and play. Let's go into 123 movies. Click on most viewed. There's The Martian. So let's click on The Martian. Yeah, this is a one click and play. All right. So there you go. Oh, that's a beautiful picture too. Comes up really, really fast. 123 movies is one of my favorite add-ons for movies as well. So lots of great content, as you can see. And again, this is just one click and play. All right, that's 123 movies, Gen movies. All these are one click play movie channels. Stream all the sources. Let me go into stream all the sources. This has got some great content here for movies and TV shows, but you are going to have to select your stream. But let me go into recently updated movies for a moment. Okay, so again, these are what they've just updated. Now on this, I would definitely recommend highlighting the movie before. Don't click it, highlight it. Click the menu button and click autoplay, because there's a lot of links to search, and a lot of times the links don't play, and you have to go back out and search them, search again. It's sort of frustrating. But with autoplay, if there is a link that streams, it's going to find it and play it. So as you can see, it's going through and searching all of the sources available. Okay. All right. So there we go. So it found one of the links and it is streaming. So definitely want to use autoplay if you're into stream all the sources. And so as you can see, lots of different ways to search in there as well. Let's go into the last ones here. 1242415. This is definitely one of my favorite add-ons. There is so much content in here, and they're adding content all the time. In fact, here's some new categories: the top 300 through IMDb, Gunslingers, Old West, new releases. So, for example, let's click on the top 300. These are the top 300 rated movies out right now. Really good place to go. If you're not sure what you want to watch, maybe find something you've never seen before. So this is gonna, all these are just great movies. And let's see, let's click on one. Okay, so in this you'll have to choose a link. Sometimes they'll just play, but you might have to choose a stream. We'll go ahead and see how that works. And again, if you find something in here that doesn't stream in here, you can usually go find it in either One Channel or Exodus. Looks like this is going to stream off the first link. There we go. Perfect. So again, we'll hit the OK button and we'll stop that. All right, so let's go back. So keep scrolling. There's a new movie release section. And they usually have a great, Finest Hours. Been waiting for that to come out. Excellent. Gonna watch that later. So again, they usually have a really good selection in here of their new releases. And just going through some of the other add-ons here, you can see Charles Bronson, Cheech and Chong, Clint Eastwood, Western, sports movies, comics, Marvel, Disney, biblical films. Guys, there's so much in here. I'm still finding new things in here. Here's horse racing, hunting channel, Just for Laughs, 101 gangster movies, retro TV. So, guys, there's just a lot of stuff. And then again, they're updating this quite a bit, so there's always new content coming in here as well. So, scariest movies, best picture Oscars. I just love the way this is set up. He did a great job with this channel. So you definitely want to check out the 1242415. Valhalla, this is another one of the Phoenix add-ons. You've got hot movies. You can search by actors. They even have TV shows in here. Kids, animation. So there we go. So again, and let's see. I believe this is a one-click play as well. Let's go up and see. Finest Hours is playing. Okay, well, now sometimes you have to choose the link, but it's no big deal. Perfect. Okay. And then we'll just stop that. All right, so with actors, okay, basically you can click on one of these actors and it's going to pull up all the movies they've ever been in, which is sort of cool. So if you got a favorite actor or actress, that's pretty neat. You can just go back right from when they started and see all the movies that they've been in. So very, very cool. And then finally, More Power. This is a source that has a lot of great content. Now, as you see on the screen, this comes up, and this is a view that is not going to help you very much. So what you want to do is hit the left arrow button. I'm all the way at the end now. Hit the left arrow and see the view option. It says View as Wall. So I'm going to click the OK button until I get to List, and then click the right arrow. All right, so there we go. So this is a list view. So they've got some, 2015, 16, Star Wars, Lots of different box sets, Elvis, Christmas, horror movies, superhero movies. So again, lots of different stuff in there. So that's a short synopsis on watching movies. Anything you could ever want to watch, you're going to more than likely be able to find it in here. Just remember, not everything is going to stream, especially the brand new movies, but it will eventually. So have fun, play around with it. Remember, the return button is your best friend, and the menu button works great. Those are the two best buttons on your remote that you need to be familiar with when you're going through movies. All right? So thank you so much, and we'll talk to you soon.